Hey, what is up, everyone? Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are doing our AI-only championship series here in Civilization 6. We're on to the final knockout group stage, at least before we merge the 3 groups down to 2 groups, and I have a puppy that's staring at me right now. It was really weird. Right before I hit it, she just came and walked up to me and just kind of has those puppy eyes, and it's like, oh my gosh. Anyways, this group, we got Basil, we got Curtin, we got Pericles, we got Tamar, we got Victoria, we got Simón, Bolívar, and this is the first episode of the day, first recording of the day, so I'm sure that the game's going to be nice and load everything in properly without any issues, right? Right, surely. Let's just throw in some random numbers. I think it's different every time I load. Honestly, I think one of the things it's doing now when you load configuration is I think it is changing the random seed. But yeah, I think we're good to go. I didn't change anything. We're still in fractal. Everything's the same. So yeah, we'll be back here in probably like 3 hours when we actually get something that works. So 1 minute. All right, well, this is our second attempt at a map. The first one was mostly balanced, potentially like England might have been trapped, but then the game froze on me after like 10 turns and I was like, all right, well, we're just gonna hard reset the game and just start over. So let's see if number 2 is any luckier than number 1. So Australia's down here to the south, which admittedly is kind of crap terrain, but at least they have some room to themselves. Please don't freeze again. My God, we might need to turn off the popping here sooner than I would like to. Tamar then is to the east, got some city-states next to her, and actually Simón's pretty close as well. Basil is north of them. Then on the middle west side, we have Pericles, and then on the far west, we have England, who, this will work. A bunch of you guys mentioned too, like, hey, you know, it's just a game, you know, you don't have to spend so much time making sure everything works right. And it's like, I know the problem is there's always gonna be that one comment when their one civ doesn't quite like, and I kind of honestly even kind of feel bad if a specific civ just like gets kind of screwed because of a start. So it's a mix of, you know, just not wanting to like disappoint people because a bit of a people pleaser, and then also to just like trying to make sure that everything is just balanced for everyone, which, you know, yeah. So, okay, what are we talking about here? So we got Tamar and we have Simón Bolívar next to each other. Tamar does have one of the modded wonders in here, what, the Solar Day, whatever. It's got 4 tile natural wonder, gives 2 science, 1 production, 2 gold. But it also gives a major adjacency bonus to commercial hubs, which, all right, I mean, it's not the worst wonder. Honestly, things like this are kind of just like, because ultimately it's like, you would rather just, I mean, the 2 signs, 2 gold isn't bad, but like, I would rather probably work like a terrain that you could actually improve. So Taruga's actually working on the barbarians over here, so that's kind of fun. Australia's having some barbarian issues themselves. England's got all 3 cities down. Oh, that's the one thing. We don't have 3 cities down yet for Pericles. Oh no, and he's going back and forth. Oh, you're gonna do this to me, Pericles, aren't you? You're gonna do this to me, Pericles. I mean, yeah. The thing is, he's not trapped. I don't know if he was running from barbarians or what the heck's going on. Come on, buddy. You got 4 turns. All right, he's moving in the right direction, people. He's moving in the right direction. That's not a horrible spot. Okay, now this is significantly worse of a spot. He might be going right here, which if he's settling here, we're going to get it. I say by turn 30, but you know what? If he settles it on turn 30, I'm not going to be mad. You know what? I'm even going to let him go turn 31. God dang it. Ah, freaking Pericles. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Because you know what? That means we've had 2 maps that have been pretty okay. So surely number 3 is going to be perfect then. I doubt there's going to be anything wrong with this 3rd one. It's going to be the best. So anyways, how am I doing? It's been an exhausting week. I think I mentioned that earlier. And like this week's just been crazy. We've had like Christmas parties to go to. Emily had one like Monday night, which obviously I didn't go to. But then we had like a birthday birthday dinner that we went to Tuesday night, then like a Christmas party Wednesday night, and now today's Thursday, and I basically have worked like every day this week, and it's just been like psycho. Today is like the first day I don't have to go anywhere, and it's amazing. Although my parents did invite me over for lunch because they're having some like friends that like kind of grew up with, long story. But anyways, I can't go anywhere because our tire is low on air, because I think I mentioned that before. My air pump was busted and I ended up losing air, and I hadn't got the new one yet in the mail. So it's like, I can't go anywhere. I'm definitely an introvert, like too many days out, and I'm like, no, please, I need to stay home. Please, just don't make me go anywhere. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I will survive. I will survive. And Emily's actually at the office today too, so it's like I get the house to myself other than Parker. Although the downside is that means I'm going to have to actually take her for a WALK later this afternoon, which I don't mind, but I've taken her for a WALK the last like 3 days. So, all right, Tamar, you're going to have to deal with that because Brian is no longer restarting, man. Brian is no longer restarting, unless, of course, no one gets the 3 cities down. Hey, it's the same wonder again. Interesting. We're missing Australia. Byzantium. And then Gran Colombia is there. And then Australia's here in the middle. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, there's quite a bit of space up here, which I assume the player spawn would probably have been up there, but it's not the worst thing in the world. This is acceptable. I will accept this one. Even not just because I'm trying to be lazy right now, which admittedly I've had a long week. So I don't know. Is that just me? I imagine that's most people, right? After you've had a really long week, you're just like, yeah, you know what? I can be lazy today. I want to be lazy today. Let's go sit down and play some Battlefield this afternoon and just chill, man. Probably I need to play some of the new Halo campaign. The funny thing is, so me and my friend have been like beating all the previous Halo ones. I mean, I say that, not really. We beat Halo 5 together. We literally like got like 90% of the way through it, and it was not a good game. I still have no idea what actually happened in Halo 5. Just like, what is going on? I don't know. But anyways, we finally co-op beat it, only to find out that, oh wait, the new Halo, you can't actually co-op yet. And it's like, so do I want to play it myself, or do I wait until, you know, sometime next year when they launch the co-op version of it? And it's like, I don't know. Anyways, so this is kind of bad terrain actually down here. There's not a lot of hills, so Tamar's gonna have a bit of an issue here. I think probably building wonders just because she doesn't have a lot of hills. But then again, I say that kind of the same issue over here with Pericles. So Australia, he's got a few more hills, especially if he settles over here by Lake Mackay. No, yeah, Lake Mackay, right? Yeah, Lake Mackay, right? That's not one of those weird ones. And then Quito is about to be conquered here by Byzantium. Will it? You got the river crossing. Yes, he did. Barely, though. Look at that. Like 5 HP on that. I was wondering because that river crossing is pretty nasty. Gran Colombia might be able to take it back. He doesn't have the loyalty pressure right now. And, you know, he's somewhat trapped, but he can still get a bunch more cities down. Well, I say that. He actually is going to have a hard time getting any other cities over here. Like, look at this. This is a freaking cool little pass here. And in fact, those barbarians might get a little crazy here, just because it's going to be kind of hard to eliminate them. All right, Byzantium's clearing, but the scout's coming in for the attack, which is always hilarious. Gran Colombia also has a couple strong units here, which will be able to put some pressure on. The question is, though, the Spearman's popping out, and the Spearman's going to bump up the garrison defense strength of the city, which might just make it strong enough to hold. So, interesting. Was not really expecting Gran Colombia to get... they're more of the aggressive usually, but okay. Pericles with 5 cities already. Yeah, dang, dude. Athens is being sieged down by Australia, but I don't see Australia being able to take anything. England's only at 3 cities, 4 cities for you, 4 cities for you. Everyone got their 3 cities. And that includes the one that got conquered. So, yeah, you still have 3 cities. You're actually losing loyalty pressure here with Byzantium. But I cannot imagine Quito is going to stay Byzantium. Like, that's going to flip back. It's just a matter of time. Like, it's too, it's a little too far away from Byzantium. I'm actually kind of impressed that it's actually full loyalty right now. Byzantium, if they want to hold it, it's going to have to come up here and start settling closer. But we'll see. Athens did end up holding them off. They're bringing in some heavy chariots, but yeah. I mean, 2 things are going really against Australia here. Number 1, that volcano, which is, you know, a constant threat of damaging your units. And then number 2, you just have that one little pass there, which is not going to be a really great way to bring in reinforcements. So that's the kind of stuff that, like, I love about this game that I would love to see expanded upon a little bit more, like supply lines and stuff like that. You know, being able to, like, I don't know, like if you were able to like cut off supply lines, maybe the unit takes attrition or something along those lines. So, you know, you have to have accurate supply lines back to your capitals or else they slowly start taking damage. Like that would be cool. I also have been, and I've talked about this many times, I want sieging. I want to be able to not just have to like destroy a city, like actually have to war it. I want to be able to siege it down until it like, you know, that's just like, that's one of my favorite things in, Total War series. And honestly, given the opportunity, I would do it a lot more in this game as well. So Byzantium's actually looking pretty good now that they ended up throwing Snope. Quito, I mean, still losing loyalty pressure, but imagine just a single governor there and then that stops that. Gran Colombia is going to have to get some more population going here pretty quick, but I mean, that was nasty by Byzantium because Byzantium has a lot of room here and they just straight up cut off Gran Colombia. And I'm not going to punish Byzantium or restart because of that. Like that was just 100% the AI. So this was actually good AI for once in your life. So, and the fact is that they actually went for Quito and didn't bypass a bunch of cities like they're kind of doing now going for Bogota, but Bogota, right? Not Bogota. Bogota. Yeah, Brian, what are you doing? Guayaquil. It's Bogota. Yeah. I don't know. All right, England still only has 3 cities, even though she has literally no one else over there. What's their religions looking like? So it looks like England has 1. I don't think Catholicism is Greece. Oh, interesting. Okay, I was thinking that wasn't Greece. Then Tamar has 1 as well. Byzantium then has 1, and Byzantium's going hard with theirs. I assume that's Byzantium, the Eastern Orthodoxy. Yeah, that's Byzantium. Okay. So then, that's not all the religions. Yeah, it is. No. Oh, we're on a standard size map. I didn't switch it back to small. That's why everything's been going so well. Okay, so there's one more religion here. So the question is, who's missing it? Right now, Gran Colombia is missing a religion and Australia is missing a religion. So one of those two have a chance to actually go grab the other religion. Looks like England's going pretty heavy in the religious game, but yeah, I'm still really shocked here. Like she does have the forced settler here, but she's not really doing a whole lot right now. A little surprised by that. We got some hoplites popping out here with escorting another settler, so life's good there. Gran Colombia is now on the offensive, although Arthur is going to make that a little difficult. But then again, no, it's just a great general. Never mind. Nope, Arthur ran away. Arthur got killed. Quito's at 30 combat strength. That's going to be a hard take here without any siege equipment. The other thing is there's no walls yet for either city, or either civ, which is interesting. It's been weird. I'm noticing this particular AI playthrough. I feel like the AI is not as they don't seem to rush out walls quite as quickly as they used to in the past. Not entirely sure because they didn't change walls. They didn't change anything about it. So yeah, not 100% sure why the AI is a little slower on walls. Because the AI used to, on deity, pop out walls pretty dang quick. And so like the wars would come to a screeching halt here pretty early. So I have to say, ultimately, I kind of enjoy it that they prioritize them a little less because it makes for a little bit more of an entertaining game. It would ironically be for the best if you could. I mean, there are mods that turn off walls. I don't know if that really is a good thing. I mean, it would be an interesting thing. So no, you still don't have a religion. Like there's some advantage to it, but then there's also some major disadvantages to it because like sometimes you actually need the wall just to stop the invasion. And I don't know. Once again, I wish walls didn't shoot. That's my big thing. And I wish you could siege the city down so that you wouldn't have to necessarily spend a bunch of combat strength to actually like, because like that's the thing. You have a huge army, but then all of a sudden you run up against a bunch of walls and it's just like, well, I can either sacrifice all of my units to take over the city or just go home. So the barbarian encampment got taken. We have siege equipment now versus aggressive units. Gran Colombia with a very, very aggressive city placement, but not really too many other options there for Gran Colombia, so I like that. Pergamon is up to the north. That one's having a lot of issues, and that's probably from England. England finally does have 4 cities. Ironically enough, you went over here and not this direction, which, okay, and that's fine. Australia's at 2, 4, 6 cities already. 5 for Athens, and then 2, 4, 5, 6 for Tamar. Now, Tamar is gonna have to go somewhere if she wants to get some more cities down. I don't think she's in a bad spot though. And the thing is, she's not being sieged down, number one. Number two, she's not going to have to worry about loyalty pressure. That alone means she's probably not going to end up in the bottom two. Because everyone we've seen in the bottom two has been mostly because of those reasons. So, and remember, what is the key? The key is like 1600 score. And I mean, you know, so really what she wants to get is like, I would say, you know, obviously 800 would be ideal, but I'd say you'd want to get at least 600 in this game. Just to be like, with a bad start, popping out 600 in the first game would be pretty good. The other thing is, I mean, other than like not having hills to build wonders, like she should still be able to get at least a decent amount of points here. And for nothing else, she should get some growth here. All right, so Tel Aviv ended up flipping, but it's going right back, so that's not that big there. Greece didn't get a dark age, but Australia must have. No. It was just England and Tamar. So that means Newcastle flipped, but Newcastle's flipping right back. What's strange to me is, I mean, the fact that Perth is now immediately flipping. I didn't anticipate that one. Quito is also flipping, but 125, so that's going to be a while. Dude, I'm actually really impressed with Gran Colombia that somehow he avoided a dark age. He's really trapped there. You know, it's kind of like what happened with Tamar. But, well, ultimately, like, this is the thing with Tamar. She's just going to get her cities right back if they flip. So, you know, not bad. Killa. That seems like an early Killa, but okay, Greece. Go, okay, Greece. I will say it sucks for Greece, though, that England ended up coming and settling over here, because that's going to somewhat limit him. Because now he's basically trapped as well. The funny thing is, like, England and Australia have all the room in the world, and same thing even with Byzantium. Those three civs spawned with a lot of territory, and all three civs decided, nah, we're just going to go ahead and trap other people. So Pergamon's flipping, but once again, I'd say most of that, oh, no, because the governor's there. I was going to say most of that's probably the free city. Here's the, oh no, you can't settle there. I was going to say you need to settle right there. Ooh, where are you going to go with that city then? I mean, if you could go over here, wow, his beard is white. If you could come over here, that would be good. If not, I mean, you're going to have to like come over here. And the thing is, like, there's no loyalty pressure up here at all. So anyone could go settle up there. Speaking of which, you know, he now has the potential to actually, well, no, he's going to have to go all the way. Man, dude, if you don't have the access to the water, look at what you have to do. You can't go this way. You can't go that way. You have to go, and you can't go that way unless you're suzerained. You would have to, and you can't go that way. Oh my gosh, yeah, you'd be completely cut off unless he's suzerained of, yeah, the suzerain of Jerusalem. And then he could go that way. Man, dude, that's horrible. Horrible. Now with Barnes here, he can actually get a city through here, though. And he could potentially sneak one around, so we'll see. Speaking of which, there he goes, and he's actually going for Quito. Quito's popping walls out, though, and it has a crossbow, so I think Quito's going to be safe. I mean, yeah, he's going to have to hit it, like, this turn. Oh, he got close. Admittedly, he got really close, but those walls should finish immediately, right? Before Gran Colombia goes again. And then that's going to basically put a stop to it. Yep, there you go. So you got the free shot off, and yeah, immediately ends up moving the units away because, I mean, there's nothing you could really do. So good try, good try. You were almost there. You got really unlucky, just like really one turn off, though. England has still been pretty peaceful with everyone. Did that last religion go? Yeah. Gran Colombia ended up picking it up. Do they still have it? Yeah, actually, they ended up getting a lot of conversion. So they flipped their crap back. Good for them. So Australia is the one that didn't get a religion. Perth ended up flipping. That is good for Greece. Greece really needed that. The Muskemen, however, are kind of nasty. But they're going to get Perth, which is going to be, well, it's going to unlock a little bit more terrain. The downside's like Brussels is like right there. And I think he put Pergamon in like potentially an absolutely horrific spot. Because of that, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you would have put the city like here, I think he could have settled here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he could have settled here. So yeah, he put the city in just a slightly bad position. He's going to try going over here, maybe. I don't know. England's coming with the invasion. Now, remind me, does Victoria get bonuses attacking other continents, right? Something like that? Each time you find a city and continent other than your home continent, you get a new unit. Yeah. Does the Redcoat get a bonus? England? No. Okay. No. Well, she doesn't have the right code anyway, so she's not getting any extra bonus damage. That being said, though, are these medieval walls? Those are medieval walls. Kind of impressed. They're coming down pretty quick, but the single catapult I don't think is going to be enough. England did just steal Greece's settler, which admittedly isn't really that useful because there's not really a whole lot Greece could have done with that settler. So I suppose there's worse things that could have happened. Somehow the free cities still have a slinger here. Interesting. So Tel Aviv flipped back, but then the settler didn't, or the slinger didn't go away. Huh. And also, what happened to your settler? I thought you were coming down here to settle, and then you just kind of gave up or something? I don't know. I don't know. Quito, full loyalty. This war has been, like, pretty much endless here. I will say Gran Colombia is starting to pull it back, which I'm pretty impressed with. Gran Colombia, like, it looked like they were in a really bad spot now. And they're all the way up to third, so Tamar is in last place, and Curtin is in second to last. Pericles is doing pretty dang good. Yeah, so our trap civs are actually doing okay then. They're middle of the pack, which, yeah. Pergamon did lose the walls, and has another catapult incoming. However, knights and crossbows. So I don't think England has enough steam left to take it over. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a GG there. The hoplite's not going to do a whole lot here against the catapult, but the knights will. So yeah, those knights are going to absolutely destroy. And popping out musketmen here too, which are at 50 combat strength now. Anyways, that's going to raise the combat defense strength, I think, of Pergamon. So point being, I think Greece is going to be fairly safe right here. So this is going to be a big era for specifically Greece, England, and Gran Colombia and Tamar in their comebacks. They're going to want golden ages here because if they can get some flips, that would be great. Tamar's probably not going to get any flips, though. They are currently invading Greece, but once again, I don't imagine this is going to really do anything. Just because Greece has got some decent tech, which actually is a good point here. Curtin has more. Gran Colombia has more. Byzantine with only the 88. That's actually a little disappointing. So he's slowly falling behind, which means he might end up getting punished here in a little bit. Also, I hadn't really paid too much attention to wonders in this game, so I'm not really sure who's been popping them out. I don't really see a lot of wonders at first glance here, so we might be seeing a Byzantium Dark Age, which I'm wondering what city would flip. If it would be Quito. Yeah, I was going to say if it'd be Quito, just because I think it's not necessarily your newest city. I think it's your newest city unless there's a city that is currently getting a bunch of loyalty pressure from another. I think it's kind of how it works. But anyways, then the Valencia also flipped, which is going to be interesting. Mostly because this kind of just dead ends here, Gran Colombia yet again. Who else got a Dark Age then? So Australia and Greece got Dark Ages. So Perth and Brisbane also flipped. It is Brisbane, right? That's not one of the weird ones pronounced weird. Brisbane, property. Yeah. How much does it cost to live in Brisbane?
The following pronunciation.
Oh my God, shut up.
Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane. Okay. That once again might be pronounced differently in Australia, but I know like there is I don't know if there's a Brisbane in America, but I have heard that pronounced before as Brisbane. USA. Let's actually see if there is a Brisbane, USA. There is a Brisbane in California. Not shocking. I mean, there's like pretty much any city that exists elsewhere in the world, there's probably a US equivalent. There's like a Paris, Texas. I mean, there's admittedly, there's not a Mexico City in America. Okay, so maybe not every city, but you know, quite a few. So England went all the way over here, which is good because England needs whatever they can get to come back and catch up here. We actually got to wrap this episode up here. Wonder score we wanted to look at here. So wonders are at 75 for Pericles. So he's got 5, 4 for Simón, 3 for Basil. Tamar only has 1. Victoria has 0, and Jean Curtin has 1. Now, once again, not 100% surprised by that, because what was the problem? Just a lack of production here. So, and the other thing is she tends to spend a lot of production popping out her walls, which, yay, congratulations, you now have walls. Also not really going to be that useful in this particular case, but okay. I mean, she's surviving, so. Accidental? It looks like accidental, but with an O. So I was like, accidental? Like, I was just trying to like make it sound like accidental, but with an O, I don't think there's any way to. Accidental. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's how you say it. But anyways, let's just wrap this episode up here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment, let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, show your support. See you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.